Welcome back to another game. We've mixed up. We're now going to start playing d4 and a Jabava London with the white pieces, but still playing the same old stuff with the black pieces because we've been playing this less than when we were playing the Vanjie. But actually, let me know. If you want me to play different openings with black, let me know what I should try. Because ultimately I want to play different stuff and learn that way. So let's see if we get what's the move here? C6 takes. Maybe we just take. I honestly don't know what the move is, so I think we might have looked at this before, but I still don't really know. Presume we play a6. Bishop takes and we have a game. Maybe it's not. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is pointless because they're going to take this anyway. Maybe I'm better off playing like knight c6, forcing it forward and then going here. Yeah, I can play this next. Right, if this takes, I go here, they'll go there, I can pin it. If the pawn ever comes forward, I'm quite happy plonking my knight on d5. Oh. The later the evening goes, the more tired I definitely get. 161 games, so they're relatively new, 3 months ago. All rapid games, fair enough. Play e5 there, interesting. Maybe on this they're going to take. Remember what I play there. I don't really want to come back. I think I want to play here. Pawn takes, I mean I can take. So if I go takes, c5, you can push it, which doesn't feel great. c6. I say maybe bishop e6. Maybe knight b6. Let's go with that. And I'm hoping that these pawns will be a liability that they pushed them too far forward, but we'll see. I'm going to get knight out here, attack the pawn, and if this comes out, then play bishop g4. Or even if the knight goes here, maybe I still go there. To invite the pawn forward and then slide back, then maybe this. We end up sitting here. I don't know, it would be interesting. Okay, so that slides back. Well, I've got to be a bit careful if there's ever a sacrifice here. Like takes, queen out. I think we're okay. Can slide somewhere. Yeah, maybe queen out here. here is a move. Maybe it's not. Maybe can I get away with taking? Probably not. Yes, maybe this is annoying. Maybe I should have played bishop out of castles. Because queen here. Queen here, maybe we push the pawn and we've got two pieces on it, they'd be forced to push. Takes, knight takes, knight takes, bishop takes. What am I talking about? Yeah. Queen here, I'm not pushing the pawn. Yeah, so I'm thinking I can still play this. Bishop g4. Well, I'm not really threatening to take, am I? Oh, I'm threatening to take this way. No, not threatening to take. So I'm thinking I just get my bishop out. Other option was like this knight walk. Or playing h6. You know, apply a bit more pressure here. Maybe this combined with c5. Now that my bishop is looking at e5. Maybe I want to get my bishop on f5 first and then play this. Kind of like the idea of the bishop going there. Maybe not here. No, because I can take. They might be able to get away with like e6, I don't know. Maybe like f4. You can play f4, actually. There's no point in playing f4 if you're going to play e6. e6, I being, if you take, that you can like put a rook here and it's going to be a real pain for me to try and defend this pawn. Okay. Wants the bishop back. Now I can play knight a5, and if you go back I can maybe come in here, or takes, castle. I like the idea of getting rid of that light square bishop. So, kind of like candidate or thought moves that I want to be playing. I want to get castled, and I want to be playing c5, undermining this structure. Difficulty I'm going to see with playing c5 is that my b6 knight and my b7 pawn become quite loose. So, but maybe if the bishop goes back and we get a trade, maybe like I could play this and launch my knight into d5 and kind of cement it in there. Maybe with c6, probably with c5, like I talked about. And this knight could live here. Of course, if it lets me take with a knight, I'm happy with that. You know, if you take with the a pawn, yeah, okay. Interesting. Well, that's quite a good move, isn't it? I had not spotted that. So, thought being, if I take there, that's a trade for bishop. Rook for bishop. I slide over here, and you can play this. That's a really good move, knight g3. That's annoying. Or like trade. Queen up. No, because what if I castle? So that's a trade. Castles. 3 for 5 and up an exchange. But I can't get it back out again. This. Yeah, maybe e6. So we get take. And maybe go back. Or e6 takes. Is that ever any good? Or I just drop back and let you have that square. Maybe I just drop back. Yeah, nice move. Not expecting this. In the actual case, do I strike with c5 straight away? The chance is probably no, because on takes I've just got an issue with this knight. I'd probably want to prep it with like rook c8. I'm thinking I probably want to castle first. So bishop goes there, I'm going to castle. Next move I'm going to play rook c8. And actually, like this knight is not going forward in any of these directions. It does have the e4 square, which is a bit annoying. This bishop could maybe operate back over at c6. I suppose this idea is probably quite strong, isn't it? f4, f5. That's going to be a bit of a nightmare to play against. Well, I'll probably need to play c6. e6, sorry. Maybe I should have played e6 originally. Actually, no, I don't think so. I don't think, like here, if I'd played this, I mean, you've had a trade, like you can walk your knight in here maybe, and that would have been a good outpost with a bishop sat behind it. A queen hovering around the back, I'd have been in all kinds of trouble. So yeah, I'm happy with this decision. I'd imagine I'm worse according to the engine, because like they've just got to, yeah, I'm probably quite a bit worse according to the engine. But I think they'll need to find moves quickly, because if I get castled, bring my rook over, play, those arrows are totally wrong. If I get castled, bring my rook over and push my pawn, I feel like I get good counterplay, but like they've got all their minor pieces out, they're castled, and they've got this big wedge in the middle of the board. What have I got? I've got my pieces out, I've got no pawn control, and I'm not castled, so white's definitely better, but I don't feel the immediate pressure of it. They'll need to, like I say, prove it shortly with where the edge comes from. I imagine this is the first move, because I'm more than happy to take there. The only thing I can think of is e6, a move that I kind of mentioned before, where, okay, castle, not spend any more time on that. I wonder if that's what they were, any other thing I could see that they were considering with e6. I'd probably take him with the f pawn, and then you'd have to move your bishop away, and then I can probably just push it up to e5 and traded it off. being left with an isolated e-pawn, but you go pawn to pawn. Right, so the first consideration is knight here, double attack. Which I like. Maybe you play queen here. And I'll probably play e6. It becomes what happens after this. Maybe I can take. Right, so maybe I go here, queen goes over, I take it immediately. Yeah, kind of like that. I feel like I just need to be on it with every move though, because in the last couple of games of like the Fisher random stuff, I've been like hanging queens and pieces and not seeing stuff at all. So you just need to make sure the whole brain is engaged. Like I say, like double attack, so the only way I can see to preserve both pieces is playing bishop c1, and I'm super happy if you play that move. So maybe the other way I can put bishop here and my other knight here. I've got a bit of a loose knight there though. What we're playing against this. Well, I think almost, yeah, against that I'll probably just go e6. You can come and I'll go back. Any merit in this? Any merit in f6? Any merit in f5? Potentially. f5 and e6, then I'm left with this e6 weakness that can be exploited potentially this way. So I think just this is fine. So this is my only knight's retreating square. So I need to be a bit careful with it. So actually maybe something like this might be problematic. I really want to get my light squid. Well, I just want to get my pieces a bit more active. This knight is now a bit weak, but obviously no way of exploiting that. Maybe on this push though, takes we're attacking the knight. Yeah, I'm going to get this pawn up here, this bishop there, this knight there, and this knight there. No, that's two spots we're competing for. This here, this here, this here, this. Don't know where. Maybe this knight here and traded. This bishop here and here, and then this. Yeah, so get rid of one of these knights. Get rid of this one. Say this one. Say these trade each other somehow. This knight comes here. This pawn's up here, and this bishop is there. This rook is here. This queen comes out this way. Maybe not. Maybe the queen requires to sit on b6. Maybe my rooks would double. But in reality, this is what we get. Not coming here yet. Could be coming here. So you're playing against this. Again, just want to play simple moves quite quickly. It's funny how where your brain takes you. So I wasn't like be semi wary of this move, attacking my rook. I have this. So I was contemplating bishop e8, but obviously need to be careful with this. And these knights now protect each other. Does have this jump. Right, goes that way. So this is my first consideration. Play against this. Might get into a bit of a tangle with this knight though. Even here. Here I've got no backward squares. Maybe I have to play a5. Yeah, didn't really contemplate them going there. This, and this knight's stuck. I think I should, can I rescue it? Can I play a5? What if they don't take? Takes. Okay. I can chop it off. Is this. I think takes, and then here. Does that work? Takes, here. Maybe takes, pushes. Yeah, okay, no, so takes, here. No, takes, and I'll use the pawn. Yeah, it's this guy that's annoying. Maybe rook here. Feeling a bit of pressure now. Rook here. Bishop here. Maybe knight here, bishop here. Or here. This maybe. Could get the knight. Takes. Bishop there. And there. I can just take. This, and then I get stuck. this. I think this. Might lose a pawn here. This. If you take the pawn and I go after you, you can bail out this way. Takes. Maybe take. Can take that. Queen takes. Check. Moves over. Pick up the bishop. I think I'm playing this. Well, if they don't respond to it, I'm playing knight here. So this. Knight takes over here. If you chop here first, you go with the queen. Is that the same principle? Well, this pawn's now weak. So I play this. I think bishop was stronger because this comes with a check, picking up the rook. Maybe I had a tactic here. Maybe I could have just taken the pawn. Maybe I'll still have the tactic. If you take here, I can. Oh, you can take the bishop. Even if I take here, you go here, but I can take here. Yeah, so now if you take the pawn, I can go here. If you go here, okay, I can go here, you can go there. Takes, queen takes. If I go here, if I take, you take my rook. Okay. Any other way they're getting some pressure on here. So basically want to move the knight away. Not that, because the bishop moves. What about knight here? What about knight here? Yeah, knight here. Queen here. This. So this. this, I take there. Yeah, let's look at that. So there, and I take there. If you take me, I get that. If you move the rook, take that. I like this. That there, I'm taking there. It's complex. I'll burn a bit of time. I could be in for like loads of pins on pins on pins. Here, there's no there. Yeah, because I was thinking, do they move the bishop to attack and get kind of protect all their back rank? This is why I didn't think queen here was as strong as bishop here, because bishop there, you've got all your pieces connected. I really want to play against this rook and basically get, you know, this pawn is lethal. I just need to move my knight out of the way. So yeah, well, you're not even forced to do that, are you? You can try and defend it. Yeah, I didn't even look at him trying to defend it. Can I go there? You go there. So I want to try and keep my queen on this. So queen there. Takes. There. I've got a choice of what I then pick up. Bishop probably. No, what did I say? Queen. Queen there. I'll use the rook. Queen there, what if I take it? Takes and then play this. Ooh. Does this, yeah, so queen there, takes, then there. Okay, bishop there, does the same idea work? Takes, then there. Oh, this could be good. Takes, drop the exchange to go there. Wherever you move it, I then pick up here. Ah, but then you block with your bishop. Nearly takes. Oh, takes there, you just take your queen. Okay, scrap that. This is no good. Queen here. There and there. So that's not on. You defend with the queen. I have this jump. have a repetition here. Queen here, knight up. Queen somewhere, knight back. I think it's a repetition. Queen somewhere, I come back, and it's in the same. So I can just come back here. I don't know if there's anything better than just repeating here. So you can't go here now because I just take it. So I think you'd go back, I would go back. Anything better? That's bold. Can take that, takes. Let's go for it. Might be getting mated here. You're going to try and push. One more bishop here. I think I suck back. I think I'll give you the rook. But I think you like put your bishop here. Okay, can I take here first? Intermezzo. I wonder if I could take there first, but I think I need to have a move of doing this. Not a great position for my bishop, is it? At some point this is coming. Okay, that's coming now. Understood. Oh, what? Oh, this is big trouble. Oh dear. Need to defend. Oh, this is just much great here. All I want is to try and get in with my queen, but I don't think that will be enough. Something like this is probably good enough. This. Takes check there. I don't think I have anything. Maybe I should have just taken. Maybe I could have just got away with taking the pawn. Ah no, rook takes. Right, rook takes the queen there. Yeah. Good game. If they don't find it, there might be some means of it. Yeah. So let's take a look at where. So what is the move here? 94. Does really well for black here. 94. Okay. Most often knight takes, pawn takes. E3. Do I need to try and defend this pawn at some point? Check. Okay, I'm gonna pick up the pawn there. Okay. Noted. That's the main learning from this game. Yeah, I felt I just kind of suffered here for a long time. I thought it was quite a good move of theirs. C5. Because of what it makes it really difficult to defend. No, he likes rook there. Okay. Bishop there, queen there, queen there. Oh wow, best move. Okay, and G takes is an option, but you've got to be quite brave. White's better, okay. So what I didn't like was if I move the rook, queen goes here, say here. What did I not like? I don't know, I thought there'd be, yeah, I thought somehow you could get that there. If I did nothing, you could then follow it up with queen here, and now I'm in all sorts of trouble. Still doesn't think so. Why is this not? So I didn't need to sack my rook. I just went about sacking everything, really, didn't I? Yeah, I lost the knight, which I didn't mean to. And then, yeah, that was just useless. Oh well, good learnings. Thanks for watching.